If I pay off collections, is that going to affect my credit? On today's First Time Buyer channel. Hey, welcome back. Enrique here with First West Financial. Welcome to the First Time Buyer channel. I am a broker right here in Southern California, in the Coachella Valley to be more precise, and I specialize in working with first-time buyers. So what I do is I record these videos every week to help and teach people who are potentially going to purchase a home or people who are in the process of buying a home, and I help them with information that is useful to them, that is going to make them a more educated buyer. So don't forget to hit subscribe so you can learn more about it. We put out these videos basically every week. So today we are going to talk about credit, and I'm going to be talking to you about something that's a really hot topic. Every single time I talk to a first-time buyer who has less than perfect credit, this is what they say. Hey, Enrique, I'm interested in buying a home, but I don't want you to run my credit yet because I have to pay off some collections first, and then I want you to run it because my credit's going to be better. So I raise a red flag, I scream really loud and say, stop, time out. Do not pay off those collections. So I was listening to my friend Sam Parker, who is a credit specialist. He is with My Credit Guy. And I love Sam because of his knowledge. And he was sharing with us that when a borrower pays off a collection, in most cases, the score is going to go down. Well, how is that even possible? Common sense tells you that if you have a collection or you have a derogatory item, the first thing you should do is take care of it, right? Go pay it off. That should increase your credit. Well, in this particular case, that can be completely counterproductive. That is going to actually work the opposite way in most cases. Now, I'm not going to get very technical with you, but I'm going to tell you basically why. Every item on your credit report has a rating. It's either going to add points or reduce points. When you pay your credit cards on time, you add points. When you keep your balances low, you add points. When you have a collection, when you have a late payment, when you have a derogatory item, an inquiry, you lose points. So it's a game. You're adding or you're losing. So picture a football game where some things are giving you yardage and some things are making you lose yardage. The same thing happens with credit. Well, in this particular case, a collection or a derogatory collection that goes into your credit is going to cost you points. But here's what happens. The longer time passes, the more time passes, you start losing less and less and less points. So if a collection is costing you X amount of points now, in 6 months, in a year, in 2 years, that collection is going to drop. Well, when you pay that collection, the date of that collection changes to today. So if you have, for example, a collection that is 2 or 3 or 4 months old, maybe you have a collection that's 2 years old, it's affecting you a little bit, very little, maybe a few points, because time has gone by. If I pick up the phone, call the collection agency, and I pay it, they're going to accept the payment and they're going to put the date of the payment as of today. So the computer now thinks that you have a brand new collection with today's date, and that's going to cost you 70, 80, 90, 100 points. Well, imagine a person that takes it upon themselves to go out and pay 3 or 4 collections that are old, that are basically not even having an impact, and now they show up as if they were brand new collections. They lose 100 points. Now their chance of buying a home are gone. So the moral of the story is 2. Number 1, don't pay off the collections on your own. Don't make that decision. There are certain things you can do instead. I'll tell you that in a second. But number 1, don't pay off the collection. Number 2, talk to a professional. In fact, most mortgage brokers like myself will run your credit and will run something called a credit simulator. Credit simulator says, okay, what if I pay off this collection? And I click on it and it tells me how many points I'm going to lose or gain. So before you actually go do that, we have the ability to estimate how many points you're going to gain or how many points you're going to lose. Isn't that great that I can actually tell you ahead of time? It's like the weather forecast. I can tell you whether it's going to rain tomorrow or not. I can tell you what's going to happen to your credit. So that's the reason why speaking to a professional like myself is so important. Now, instead of paying off the collection, usually what we recommend is that you make an arrangement with a collection agency and you obtain something we call a letter of deletion. Well, what does that mean? It means that you call the collection agency and say, hey, look, I will pay you for this collection if you agree in writing to delete it. Not to show zero balance, but to completely delete it. Not all collection agencies are going to do that, but some of them will. If the collection is old, they already gave up, they know they're not going to collect any money. Let's say you owe $500. You make an arrangement with them and say, hey, look, I'll pay you $300 if you provide a letter of deletion. They're probably sitting there thinking, man, $300 is better than nothing. We've never collected any money from this person. So that is the reason why the letter of deletion is much more valuable, because with a letter of deletion, I can actually get that score higher by deleting it. Now, is it easy to get a letter of deletion? No, it's not. Is it fairly available? No, it's not. It's difficult. If you have good negotiation skills, you'll probably get it, but it's definitely worth a try. So, to recap, number one, do not pay any collections. Maybe a letter of deletion will work. That's number two. Number three, talk to a professional before taking credit into your own hands. You would obviously not do your own dental work. You would obviously not do your own electrical work at home. Well, maybe you would, but I wouldn't, because I'm not an electrician. At the same time, I would not go and start trying to fix my own credit. That's a mistake a lot of people make, and they make it with big consequences. My suggestion, talk to a professional. We're always here to give you information on how to make you a better buyer and how to get you into a home. We know that buying a home can be a little scary and the process can be complicated. You don't have to be a mortgage broker. That's what we're here for. We're here to walk you through that process. If you want to get a hold of us, call us at 760-488-6482 or comment. We'll get back to you, or send us an email at enrique@firstwestfinancial.com or visit us at firstwestfinancial.com. We're always here to help you. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.